guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Crypto Coffee and Chill. I'm just gonna share the link around, get people on the stream, but in the meantime, we're gonna have some beats playing. First sip of coffee for the day. Cheers. Alright, give me 1 second.
Then I'm deep back stacking that cash. I'm stacking that cron. Had so many buds, my dealer wanted done. Got it on lock. Throwing gang signs up, red hot. We make a pop off. Keep thinking shit soft till you end up washed. Stop, man, I'm laughing. See, they know I'm gonna win, they find it hard to pick the margin. Blasting my own shit, I'm crafting a master. Peace, my belief can get me killed like a martyr. My girl and my daughter's the reason why I settled down, but we can still get it poppin', you should probably tell them out. We roll, got the keys to the city, we dope. Got the titties out yelling, he's dope. I'm just thinking all about these notes. Tell them out.
Cheeky Discord.
We roll,
And then
got the keys
get ready
to the
to
city,
go.
we dope. Got the titties out yelling, he's dope. I'm just thinking all about these notes. Tell them out. I'm back, trying to pull it out and finish on the rack. You can find me
Alright.
seat back with my roof down. On enough meds, I'll be calm in a shootout.
Alright, so just share the link around, hopefully get some people hopping on. It's gonna be a chill one, to be honest. I just recorded a video discussing my trades last week. We can also go through that on the live, to be honest. So we'll get rid of this. I might play some chill music in the background, get my testing sheet going. I don't know, how was your trades last week? How was the market? Because for me, it was kind of strange. So, where do I start? I need beats. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. There I am. Now do I just have some chill jazz music or something? Alright, perfect. Oh, this is nice. This is a vibe right now. Alright. What happened last week? I took 2 L's, so it's a -2% week. Not too bad. Let me tell you what actually happened. So the first trade, you can see price traded at a heavy discount until roughly 10:30 a.m. Price punched through a low. We had strong displacement to the upside, which opened up a fair value gap in a discount market created by the bullish order block, and I entered on that test to the fair value gap and bullish order block. Now, price pushed the dollar index very strongly to the downside, which in theory should push BTC up if the dollar index is coming down, because they're inversely correlated. So let me show you the before shot of that. So see here, on the dollar index, price was really starting to push down at this point. So I thought, okay, if it's going to push down at this point and we've just seen price break through the daily low, and we're trading at a very heavy discount, then surely that's going to be a strong push to the upside. Unfortunately, price did not follow that, and it did melt, came down and tapped me out, which was unfortunate. So the reason why I messed that trade up is because of the correlation. Now, I'm not saying it's the fault of the correlation, but I expected too much. I assumed correlation being 100%. Inversely, so I just thought, okay, if it's melting, then it must push BTC price up, but I did not consider that nothing here is ever 100% guaranteed, and it was the exact same reason why I lost this trade as well. I saw price trade at a very heavy discount to the daily open, the 12 a.m. open in New York time. We're trading at a very heavy discount here. I saw price tap through the London lows a few times, and then I started seeing a very strong short setup on the dollar index, which then told me that, hey, we could be going long on BTC. What was the setup? Essentially, this fair value gap being created, shifting market structure after we had lows swept. So that was my setup, and I copped an L on that one as well. So on my little note here, I said consider correlation strength between BTC and the dollar index. these are the little notes I leave for myself. So this week here was a 3% week, I believe, roughly a 2 something 3% week. I gave myself my notes, which is what I thought I could improve on, and the next week I performed 10.7%. Last week I made some mistakes with the dollar index correlation. Now this week, hopefully we have the same outcome, a much better performing week. Last week, the daylight savings had just started for New York, so it's a little bit different. ICT said he didn't trade last week, and this is because, well, it's seasonality. Like, these things have an effect on price. So he didn't trade last week, but I thought, hey, like, I do want to trade because this is how I learn my lessons. I feel like you can learn mistakes and lessons from other people, like learn from other people's mistakes, because you can see them make a mistake or they can talk about it. You can, but like for me personally, I like to go through the mistake to really learn it, which sounds kind of silly, but to be honest, say you're a baby and your parents tell you never to touch the boiling kettle or the hot stove or something. You can trust them and never touch it, but you never understand how much it's actually gonna hurt, and you really don't understand the consequences until you touch it. Otherwise, it's just something looming in the back of your head. You don't really know, like, you don't know the actual consequences. So for me, I went ahead, took the losses myself, I capped it at that 2%, and told myself, hey, I'm not going to trade for the rest of the week, leave it as it is, we'll come back fresh, because like ICT said, it's just a weird week, it's going to be like this for a little bit, so I decided to do that. Now, something else which I saw ICT post about, which was something he did talk about in his mentorship series, was trading on high impact days. He said to only trade on high impact days, like days with high impact news. Now, I need to find a way to, I mean, I can do this right here, right now with everyone. The FX Street, I think it's called. So here I can find like the economic calendar for different asset classes. 0.67. Crypto. Okay, so they do have crypto here. Interesting. Bitcoin. Do they have an economic calendar for BTC? This is all new. I've never seen this before. So yeah, bullish themes, bearish themes, average forecast. Okay, so we're mostly bullish, which is telling me that I'm going to be looking for shorts. Special forecast. Doge. Do they have... That's interesting. They got sushi as well on here. Economic calendar. Okay, so I guess I don't look for news based on just BTC. This is going to be pretty much whatever affects the whole market. Just high impact news days. So let's have a sus. I haven't used this in a long time. I first started using this when I started trading FX. Do they have New York? I think it's GMT +5. Okay, I got no clue. But anyways, look, I want to try and filter it so it's only high impact. Oh fuck. Well, I mean, what affects it the most? I mean, I don't need any of these. I think I just want to focus on the US and UK because they have the most important. So medium to high. Let's just apply this for now and see. So Tuesday and Wednesday. So literally it's just today and tomorrow with the high impact news. USD retails. Oh, okay, yeah. These are high impact. 8:30. Like what time though? Can I put it on my time? reset my damn filters. So this is gonna help. This will tell me what days to be trading. Oh, I think I said save filters. Save my filter. Sweet. We get that going. Okay, so it looks like the high impact news is just today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So you can see all the news here. Retail sales coming out midnight our time. 5:30. Okay, I'm gonna save this here. It's not BTC news, but that's how I'm gonna remember it. Okay, awesome. So what do we actually have? I don't know what this is. Change in the number of those claiming jobless benefits. Alright. Okay, whatever that means. All I want to see pretty much is the high impact news, because I know that's where the market or the algorithm is going to price in these moves, which I look for to set up my trade. So that's awesome. I'll keep an eye on that. This is a trade I wanted to take yesterday, by the way. Don't know if I already discussed this with you guys, but if you watch my stream, I knocked off at about, what, 12 p.m. New York time, so it was about 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. for me. I got off here, but I did say I wanted price to pull back into this fair value gap below the last swing low, which also lines up with this hourly bullish order block, which we did get. Price tapped into it, and currently we're up 1%. Well, we're not up because I never took the trade. I wanted to take the trade, I wanted to put in the limit order, but I did not know how to do it on DYDX, which I'm a little bit pissed off about, because I hate putting in effort, putting in great trade analysis, pretty much putting in the work and then just missing out. Like, the money's gone, it's off the table, because I didn't know how to sort of use the platform properly. So that pissed me off a little bit, not gonna lie. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do. I guess I just have to go back and relearn, or not relearn, more so study more and understand how to use this platform. I did say that a nice take profit would be just above the last high, because that is the low-hanging fruit, which I have been targeting over the past few weeks. It's just nice to trade knowing that we're not aiming for massive targets. It's just easy to grab targets, like little 2% trades, 3% trades here and there. So that's what I'm aiming for. I just wanted to see how this trade played out, because this was the trade idea, but I was not able to execute because it executed at I was asleep at this time. So yeah, even though I stayed up until 3 to 3:30 a.m. trying to catch this trade, I still missed it. And that's the reality of trading. Sometimes you put in the time, you put in the effort, and you won't get the trade, and it will be given to you after you've fallen asleep or when you are not at the screen. That's just the reality of it. That just teaches you that no matter how prepared you are, no matter how much work you put in, there will be opportunities that get missed, and it's something that we're going to have to learn to deal with. All that matters is that we take the time out to be there to take the trade. Actually, that's a really good short I can use. It's a really good clip for a short. I need to write that down. So it's all about being there. Yeah, I'll remind you. All you gotta do is just be there to take the trade. I'm not gonna lie, I nearly missed out yesterday's trading session because I went to sleep at like 11 something, and then I got up at 12:30, so I got a good 1 hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. And when I got up, I was like, bro, I'm so dead. I don't even know if I want to trade or anything right now. But I ended up trading, came up, and I'm so glad I did, because I found this really nice setup. And even though I didn't get to trade it, even though I'm making no money off this at the moment, it does further support my trading thesis for the night and my analysis. It is a very nice trade. Tapped into the fair value gap, which lines up with the order block here, the bullish order block. It's more evident on the 1 hour time frame. Here you go. So that's nice. I really like that. So what am I doing now? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just watch this, because I'm not even in this trade. I'm going to leave it. I'm gonna let the day play out as per usual. I'm just gonna set up my next day here. So my 12 a.m. line. Okay, well, don't need that, because I know if it crosses through this high, then it would have hit target. None of this is important anymore. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna put this in my back testing sheet here. So on the 1 hour. So I still do use this testing sheet. I guess this is forward testing. Lol, this is when I was on FTX, but we're not on FTX anymore. So we'll move that to DYDX. Today, it was the 15th I took this trade. So yeah, this is how I just journal my trades, to be honest. Here's the before shot. DYDX. We'll make that like, it's already black. What the fuck? Make it bold. Yeah, that's nice. DYDX back test, forward testing. So now I got that, the before, finish trade, finish day, PNL, trade duration. Okay, so the time I would have taken the trade. At 2:45. So New York time. Do I have it in 24? 2:45 p.m. Adelaide time. 2:45 p.m. 6:15 a.m. So yeah, I was definitely asleep. So notes. Let's see. It's like I'm trying like to talk and think and do my analysis at the same time, so it's a little bit hard. I apologize for that. It is something I'm still trying to get used to. I wouldn't say I'm the best at multitasking, but it is definitely something I'm trying to work on. I just want to utilize my full brain power just to do everything. People say, oh, you can't do everything. Shut up. You can do whatever you want. What was I going with this? This is incorrect. This should be down here. Alright, so if I remember correctly, off memory, that's also another thing which I'm trying to work on. I'm really trying to focus on like my short-term memory, because I know that's my weakness. I have very bad short-term memory, so I'm trying to recall things like this. Instead of going into the chart to have a look, I'm really trying to recall it. So price was trading at a heavy discount. Started off. Do we start off with bearish movement or bullish? I know we're trading at a heavy discount. Push through London lows. I don't think we tapped through the highs. Oh fuck, I can't remember. Okay, we tapped through the highs. Engineering stops to the low. Engineering sell stops located below the last swing low, which line a fair value gap plus bullish order block in a discount market. So does that make sense? Price is trading at a heavy discount. No, we're trading at a heavy premium. Price pushed through the London high. Engineering sell stops located below the last swing low, which was in a fair value gap. So where's the last swing low? It's here. So that was not within the last fair value gap. It's above the last fair value gap. Which was above a fair value gap plus a bullish order block in a discount market. Targets set to London highs. Looking for price to rally before going short again. So yeah guys, that's literally how I journal my trades. So now that I got this one set up, for fuck's sake. Alright, so now that I got this trade journal, this is like on my forward testing. So it's not always live trades that I journal. Sometimes I go into time and do some back testing, which I need to do more of this week. Sometimes I do forward testing in a situation like this where I didn't manage to get the trade, but I'm still actually able to analyze it as if I am, because it was a trade which I had planned and it's still playing out. I can't go back and action replay or live replay this. So this is nice. I like the way the trade is going. I've got the low hanging fruit, but my target is up here. So now that that's all recorded, I can just delete all this. Waiting for a new day to start. So what have we actually achieved yesterday? We made a strong bullish movement, and for me, I saw this as taking buy stops. And once buy stops have been taken, it's engineering liquidity to the downside, which we pushed through to grab through here, tapping into this fair value gap. Now we're coming up, and by the looks of it, we do have a fair value gap here, which we could tap into to melt down, which in that case would invalidate the trade which I have unless we push through to tap above here first. And if that's the case, that would be nice, but if not, then whatever. I'm not losing any funds because I am just forward testing this trade. But what I've seen so far is that, yeah, price made a first initial movement through the London move to create the daily high, and since then price has been struggling to melt lower. I mean, look, we've got this tap into the fair value gap. I think the high is 16,766 16,769. So we haven't tapped into this fair value gap yet. We're just a few dollars off, so I feel like we can see a move to the downside here, something like this. That is definitely possible, but at the moment, whatever happens, happens. I'm not too interested in how this plays out, because honestly, I want to look at tomorrow's London session and at what kind of range that plays, where we could be targeting next. So if we go over into the hourly, like I said, I have seen this fair value gap get tapped into, so suggesting to me, if that has balanced it, then we're just setting up, this is just a pullback before making that sharp move to the downside, which would then invalidate this move here. But I think this is a fairly strong fair value gap, which was, yeah, I do think this, we're going to come and tap into this. I think that this will be the last rally, like the last bet, a bull trap, because that would be a significant trap if we did manage to pull up into that area. So looking on the daily time frame, I want to like scout liquidity now. Also, here's a nice trade that could have been taken, but unfortunately it was on the 5th. When did this happen? On the 5th? Like 2 weeks ago? On a weekend. So I did not take that. So yeah, I do think, I mean, look at price at the moment. This is on the daily. So price is consolidating. I hope we do see some sort of manipulation to the upside, then boost down. Hope there's the consolidation, manipulation, then pull back. So that's sort of what I'm looking for. I took some notes yesterday in regards to my weekly analysis. Let me read it out to you. So my weekly analysis here, see all the notes taken. For fundamentals, I'm bearish. Why? Well, we did have better than expected CPI print, but this was only one data point. So even though it was better than expected, I do feel like with these things, you want to see a trend of continued better than expected prints, because what if it's just an outlier? Oh, it's better than expected print, things are getting better, then nope, then it comes back down. So it is only one print. I would like to see more and more of these more positive, better expected prints. FTX has gone down, domino effect. This is taking out other exchanges. There's just a lot of fear in the market at the moment. And nothing is really significantly looking better. Everything is really going to shit, in my opinion. So therefore, in my fundamental analysis, I am bearish. Now, on-chain, I am neutral. Why? It looks like we're forming a textbook bottom, but then also a lot of these metrics which we're using to like assess on-chain movement, they are not indicators. We can't take them as like, they're not signaling future price action. We're just literally viewing what is happening on chain at that moment and putting together what it could be indicating. Keyword, what it could be indicating, not what it is, but what it could be telling us. So what I've also discovered going on chain is that the power is with the hodlers at the moment. Most of the wealth in BTC and USD is held within the hodlers. Retail is out, like the quick people who came in, they're in and out. People came in, they got wrecked, and they're out. So now most of the wealth is staying with the people with the high conviction. But the market reversal starts with retail, and this is something which we have seen looking at these metrics. Usually before the market reverses from a bear market to a bull market, we see retail flood in, and then institutional investors come in after that. But at the moment, we're experiencing what I like to think is max pain right now. This is when retail is not jumping in to the market, so I do feel like we're going to see some sort of like extended period of just sideways movement, or if not downwards movement. Just we're in max pain at the moment. But until we start seeing that spark of retail jumping in and YOLOing their money in, and I don't think we're gonna really see a sharp reversal, any significant reversal anytime soon. And for that reason, I am neutral when it comes to on-chain analytics, because there's nothing telling us that it's like absolutely great, but we do have indicators which suggest we are at a bottom. It's just a suggestion. And yeah, that's why I'm neutral. And in regards to the technical analysis, I do see market inefficiencies in BTC at 12,700. What does that mean? It means that if we do make further moves to the downside, then I am expecting price to come down to 12,700. I was expecting I was expecting upside after the 17,600 purge, which was this level here, the 17,600 purge. I was expecting upside after that. So we've got the purge. It looks like price is consolidating at the moment, and I am expecting that move to the upside. Hence why I have this fair value gap marked out. But the FTX situation has changed everything. Open interest is picking up with the downside movement. I think the bears are out to play. So I haven't included open interest in my analysis before, but I saw Cryptonary include it in their analysis. I had a look into it. Why would someone be including open interest? I got to understand why they use it, what it is. So I added this to my repertoire of tools. So as price is moving down, open interest is dropping, so positions are being closed out at the moment. This, for me, it's suggesting that this is not the way the market wants to move. If price is sharply dropping with open interest closing, that does suggest to me that people's sell stops, buy stops, pretty much stop losses are being closed out. So people's stop losses were being hit here. Hence why open interest is dropping with a sharp move to the downside. We are on the daily. Let's move into the hourly. So here, look at this. As price was pushing to the upside, well, we do have open interest rising to the downside too. Where did it really start picking up? Because that's what I want to analyze. I'd say from this area here, as price was dropping, we've started seeing open interest rising. So people are putting in shorts. And then, look, I don't know what happened here. Maybe shorts were liquidated and longs really picked up. But now we saw a strong push in open interest to the upside when price pushed up. So as price is pulling up, we had more positions being opened in the market. So maybe this was buy stops. Oh, sorry, not buy stops, like buy limits being entered or being executed here. People going long. But from here, we've seen open interest make its way down. So as price is making its way down, positions are being closed. I don't know what that's suggesting. I don't want to look into it like too much on the small time frames, but on the larger time frames, it is kind of nice to see. For example, yeah, these 3 candlesticks here, boom, boom, boom. I feel like this would have just been liquidations, closing out those positions. But now price is in that area of consolidation now. So price is starting to move to the upside. We are starting to see open interest rising gradually, which is telling me that there are positions starting to become accumulated in this area. So if positions are being accumulated, that then leads me to, okay, where is liquidity? Because this is essentially liquidity. The more open interest there is on the market, then surely the more stop losses, buy stops, sell stops, whatever is there. So that begs the question, where is liquidity? Where do I want to see liquidity get taken? And what's my bias? Where do I want to see price expand to at the end? So I guess what I will do here is I'm going to wait for the daily close, then reassess the open interest, reassess liquidity, reassess my entire plan. So then I will journal it out for tonight's stream, and then that's the plan that I'm going to stick to. But with that being said, I'm pretty sure that's it for today's crypto coffee and chill. It's pretty much done here. Alright, so that's finished. Got a video to upload, got a few things to do, hit the gym. It's going to be a chill day today, so yeah, it's going to be good. Price is still making its way up. If you can hit there, then that would be nice. I'll record that trade as a win on my forward testing sheet. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for stopping by. If you have stopped by, I don't actually know who's watching these, if anyone's watching it at all, because I'm not streaming it on YouTube. I'm using OBS. I can see a little chat box, but no one's typed in any chat, so I'm assuming that no one is in the live. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in tonight's New York session trade stream, live stream trade thing, whatever. See you guys tonight in New York session.